So, welcome. Propagation, QSB.
Fred, coupe le cahier, s'il te plaît.
Okay, box not working.
Anyways, take this one.
Again?
Don't hold it on the bottom. Don't hold it on the bottom. Ze maakt het aan antenna op de bottom.
Okay, let's try. Welcome everyone to the International Youth Meeting. Let's hope, yeah, now it's working. I'm Mario, Echo Alpha 1, Juliet Alpha Yankee.
And I'm Jules at 4AY.
So, I'm sure you already seen, maybe from yesterday, and if you came today, we're part of the youth committee of the Aru Region 1. Also have a great team here managing the live stream and posting on social media at the same time, so multitasking. We'll just do a brief introduction ourselves. We will pass the mic. I don't know if we will have time in 20-25 minutes. But
we should figure it out.
Okay. We will do a quick pause on 10:25 probably because
there's the HST competition, which is reserved for us. So if you guys want to give it a go, we'll do a break.
Yeah, it's just 10-15 minutes break because of the HST competition, just for you to see. And we will come back, maybe probably steal some people from the HST, just to get some people, and get with the rest of the topics of today. So yeah, let's do the introductions. Alex?
Okay, I'll start. So, good morning everyone. I see quite a few known faces, okay? So, for who doesn't know me, nice to meet you. I'm Amelia, India Uniform 5 Lima Victor Mike, and I'm 22, from Italy, and I'm part of the youth committee. PR and social media if you want to.
Hi, I'm Megan, Echo India 5 Lima Alpha from Ireland, and I'm 19 and I'm not part of the working group, but I've been back to
Yep.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Catherine, Cat from Ireland, Echo India 8, Juliet Papa Bravo. Very new to all of this, so looking forward to learning as much as I can.
Hi, I'm Fred. All the readers know that, it's okay. I'm 25 from Belgium, Oscar November 4, Papa Foxtrot Delta, and other call signs all over the world, like this guy over there. Still not at his level, but it's coming. And yeah, I'm not part of the comedy, but still enjoying the fun.
Good morning, Manuel, ON6RF, and a few other call signs as well. I'm an old-timer, 33 years old, and not part of the community, just helping out when I can.
I am Maxime, Florida for India Quebec November, and I'm the Vice President of the IOTA France.
Hello, I'm Pierre for Juliet Zulu. I'm 27, just enjoying the time here.
Fair.
So, hello, I'm Henrik, data November 9, Hotel Whiskey Papa, and I'm just a normal member in the German Amateur Radio Club.
Hey guys, I'm Alexandra, Delta Oscar 7 Yankee Lima Alpha, and I'm just enjoying everything meeting here. Yo.
Hello, I'm Václav, Oscar Kilo 1 Victor Kilo Victor. You may know me from last year's IOTA. I helped organize it and stuff, and also enjoyed my time here.
Hi, my name is Anna, Echo India 5 India Extra Bravo. I am an old-timer as well, although relatively new to ham radio. I'm the Aries youth officer and part of the committee as well.
Yeah, hey everyone, I'm Conrad, DK7ON. Yeah, I'm so glad that I could be here. I'm 21 years old, yeah, from Germany of course. I was in the youth working group a while ago, but now I'm doing mostly DRSC stuff, so yeah, glad you all came. Fun.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Leon, Delta Lima 3 Oscar November. I'm also part of the youth committee, and usually if I don't have a camera in hand, I'm doing something with live streaming, whatever. So, thank you.
Yeah, I'm Victor, Oscar Echo 5, Sugar Zulu Victor. I'm 20 years old, and yeah, I'm here.
I'm Tobias Oscar Echo 5, Tango Whiskey Echo, and I'm 16 years old and just enjoying the time here.
Hi, I'm Primož, I'm 21 years old, I'm coming from Slovenia, Radio Club Vegova, the best country in the world.
Hi, I'm Žiga, Sierra 500 Kilo, I'm also coming from Slovenia.
Hi, I'm Jakob, I'm Sugar 52 Kilo Japan, and I'm the youth coordinator in Slovenia.
Echo 5 Lima Alpha Echo, and I mainly do something from the air.
Hi, I'm Mika, DL8 MIK, and I'm just here because I'm well interested in it and thought I'd take a look at it.
Hello, I'm Leander, Oscar Echo 3 Lima November Delta. I help out at my local schools club, but not much else.
Hi, I'm Quentin, Fox 4 Lima Mike Sierra. That's it.
Hello, I'm Lucas, Delta Hotel 2 Lima Mike, and I'm 22 years old, and well, I'm more of the tinkerer type, especially in the balloon area.
Hello, my name is Martin, OK1 VHB, Oscar Kilo 1 Victor Hotel Bravo, and I am youth coordinator for the OK. So be okay.
Hi, I'm Paul, Italy 5, Hotel Victor Alpha. I am just a friend of the Iota group. I don't remember how many years I have, but I don't know. Bye.
Hi, I'm Lucia. I'm India Uniform 5 Juliet Zulu Quebec, and I'm a youth supporter.
Hello, I'm Andy, IZ5 VCI. I am member of the once Iota. It was quite a long time ago, and actually a Iota supporter, I can say.
Hi everybody, Ricardo, I'm Brazilian. I've been probably Iota for a long time, but now I am an old-timer.
Matteo, India Victor 3, Hotel Quebec Charlie, last year for me for Iota.
Hi, Samuel, Hotel Quebec Romeo. No, other.
I'm Fyodor, IZ7 YDG from South Italy, and I'm retired from Iota.
I am Claudia, Del Charlie 2 Charlie Lima. I joined Iota as a youngster some years ago, and now I don't qualify as Iota participant, but still as Iota team lead.
Hello, my name is Ljuba, YO5EA, former youth coordinator for Serbia and contest, I guess.
There you go.
Hi, I'm Lisa Papa of Lima Sierra. I won't tell my age. I'm also a retired Iota member, but I've been part from since the first Iota in 2011 in Romania. So I've seen some of them. But now I'm a member of the executive committee of IRU Region 1, and still of course supporting Iota a lot. And I think great things are happening, and please continue and involve more youngsters in these great events.
Big entrance. Big entrance.
Everybody knows me. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I'm Alex, IB3 Kilo Whiskey, Yaro EC member since 9 years, and I'm in the Iota group since 2015 when we put Iota camp inside the Yaro flag, under the Yaro flag, and it was always a pleasure, and it is still a pleasure to be part of this group, and I support the Iota working group or committee, let's call it Youngsters Committee, with Lisa as EC liaison person for the young activities. That's all. Who's next?
Hi, Santish, EA4 HQF, and I'm not a Delta member of Iota just because I'm the age, but it's still amazing, and I'm going to participate in every contest and things that we what?
el micro allí. A tu izquierda, en la silla, a tu izquierda, ahí.
Otra izquierda.
Pues, sí. Vale, Darío. Darío de momento.
Okay, hello everyone, my name is Dario, Eco Alpha 1 Mike Zulu. I'm an active Iota still, some years remaining, so I hope to do many activities in the upcoming years. And now, microphone to Shanky.
Well, hello everybody. My name is Emiliano, Emi, and my new alias Shanky. A little story about my new alias is because in Argentinian Spanish, Y, the sound of Y is SH. For instance, Yokohama, Shanky, and well, in the last contest, Eco Delta 8 Yankee, no, Eco Delta 8 Shanky. In my case, Yacht in general was a change of my mind. Everybody here, not everybody, but almost everybody, knows my first time outside my city in Argentina was in Prague last camp, and this situation changed completely my mind, and really completely my mind. I'm very thankful with Iota staff, because not only ham radio. Yesterday we discussed that with Alan. Iota is not only ham radio. Iota is also friends. Is also discover new culture. For me, was when I arrived to Europe, was an important cultural shock. It was an important cultural shock. Different ways of, I don't know. For instance, little things. The time of the dinner. sorry. Yeah, really, and for this reason, when Prague was over, I said to Dario, I will return to Europe, and for this reason, I'm here again. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for changing my life.
Right, thank you so much, everyone. That was emotional, and it's good to see good old timers and new people over here. And yeah, well, according to the stats, a lot of people are just here to enjoy. So
that's the main objective.
There you go. So let's get this started.
So as we were saying before, we will do just a 15 minutes break at 10:25 more or less, because it's the HST competition, so maybe some of you can want to join. We will come back, probably still some people from the HST also, so to fill the room. Let's get to the presentation part, and we'll proceed. We will present just briefly the projects we're doing on the youth committee right now. There are some new things coming, still not prepared, so not presented today, but we're working on that. Who doesn't know summer camps here? Okay, good to know.
Alright.
Good to see.
Good to know.
No hands
What's summer?
up. What's summer? Okay, good. Then you know. December Iota month. Anyone that doesn't know what it is?
Alright.
Okay, good figures. Youth contest program. Come on. Don't be shy. Yeah, after. Okay, sub-regional camps. Good. I see a hand.
Don't be shy.
Okay, so train the trainer and the recent Iota contest, plus the train the mentor, which is pending implementation but still on track. So first things first, summer camps. It's an event we do on summer, as the name says. Probably with 100 participants from 25, 30 countries around the world. ER Region 1 plus even people from Region 2 and Region 3. And I mean, anyone here can tell his experience, probably Shanky.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Here you see some photos of the of the Prague camp. So it's not only operating radio, which of course we operate radio, but also do some soldering kits, offer contest. We did a mini offer contest yesterday. We will have the results, very interesting results, on the flag ceremony. And yeah, ARDF sightseeing on Prague, so it's quite a complete program over a week. Join if you can. That's my recommendation. Anything you want to add?
Well, that's pretty complete. But yeah, for any newcomer, it's a very good experience to get you on the air, and for people who don't really know what to do after a license, it's also a good thing to come back on the air.
Okay, next is the DYM, because of the order on the H. Let's go for the 7th year in a row for 100 QSOs, 100,000 QSOs. We know we have like 57, 58 stations last year, I think, all around the world, not only in Region 1. And what is it about? Just get a JOTA on the suffix of your call sign, and get all the month of December just activating on the air to win some awards, the place we gave yesterday, and have fun. It's not that much of a contest, let's say, so just win and get points and whatever. It's just most to promote the hobby and get the get the newcomers to the hobby and test some pile-ups for the first pile-up, so it's quite a good first entry experience for youngsters. So yeah, please apply for your call sign, and let's go for the 7th year in a row, going over the 100,000 QSOs, which is a quite good figure.
And the more the XCCs joining, the more fun.
Yep. YCP. Aha, we see some familiar faces.
Well. So yeah, YCP is basically means Youth Contesting Program, and it's basically a small initiative to make young people can participate in big contests, so to say. So we're trying to have big guns to meet youngsters and propose them to participate and have a lot of fun. So here are a few pictures from this YCP contest this year, which was in Canary Island, and yes, it was quite the adventure. A lot of things happened, and you can see what the true contesting experience is, because you know, nothing is perfect, and if something can break, it's gonna break. Well, so yeah, we've seen everything. And again, the goal here is not to take an absolute win. Here's to gather some people around the contest and enjoy it and have
enjoy
fun.
the radios, enjoy the Canarian beaches also.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yep. Next is sub-regional camps. Well, we will talk about more in deep about the Eco Delta Yankee experience after. And also about the sub-regional camp in Germany, Natal last year. But generically, sub-regional camps are the small version of the summer camps. They can be done all over the year, so there's nothing to, for example, there's the Winter Yota sub-regional from the Netherlands in 2019. Also, we got the sub-regional in Spain in 2023. And the Germany one was on October last year. So it's 30 participants, more or less, mainly local plus neighboring countries. and just 3-4 days. So it's as we said, it's a small, a reduced version of the summer camp, just to warm up.
And as another project, well, I know this rings a bell for a lot of you as a swear word. Well, let's face it, okay? So yeah, it started as a good intention as trainer, and let's say it didn't go as what was planned or something, and personally, I just didn't like it. Just didn't make sense, and what we were doing. But still, we had to put some material on what we've done. So for now, we have like some archive page over here, which is a TTT page, referring to every single activities, every single thing you've done to previous camps are in here if you want to have a look at them for further notice or inspiration for further camps. But as I said, it's archive. So goal here is to put that away and move on to something more fun and where we can learn together.
I mean, the objective, the TTT started back in 2017. The first session was in 2018. And the main objective is just to have a platform to share the common knowledge between all the member societies, just to see what is working, what is not, in regard of promoting ham radio between youth. Last years, it seems that on the camps it wasn't the best activity on the schedule, but we're working to redefine that and having a more dynamic experience, just to have the same objective, but with a more fun, let's say,
more
way,
fun and just
way to do it.
seamless, and not having this to be a barrier or a pain or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And finally,
well, yeah, I think you've heard about that. If you were there yesterday, the Yoda contest, just to sum it real quick, it's just like your regular contest, but it's in 3 rounds. One around June, July, one around March, April, one around June, July, and one around the end of December. And what you have to do to participate correctly, the exchange is your age. So that's the thing. It's a 12-hour contest, and you have multiple categories as you saw yesterday, and you have special youth categories, so they can be rewarded and recognized for what they do.
And finally, before the small break, maybe the most important question here: how can you apply directly into these programs? So summer camps, I will just try to go in order if I remember. Summer camps, you will have to apply via your member society. Okay, so your member society will publish on their website and their media that they are looking for youngsters to come to represent their society on the camp. This year, Jules is the host.
Yes.
France.
Absolutely, not denying that.
And depending on the society, maybe there's a selection process, or maybe you go straight ahead and go to the camp, learn some good stuff, have fun, and then go back to your society or country and start doing some youngsters activities, just to promote the hobby. December Yota month, easy. Turn out the radio, search for a call sign, and work it. That's
easy enough.
Nothing too crazy. If you want to get on the air with a Yota call sign, this is managed also by the member society, so they will probably announce it on their social media and say, okay, we'll work in these call signs or several call signs, depends on which ones. Even there's the American ones that you could work on remote, probably.
The American, well, if you have an American, we were going to talk about that later on,
Okay.
but yeah, if you have an American license, you can also, the Americans are participating with 4 call signs, K-Y-O-T-I.
Yeah, doing the Yota work.
So I guess if you're in America, well, nothing prevents you from activating them.
But yeah, should be easy. Either if you participate as just collecting stations, or either if you participate as getting on the air with the pile-ups. What was next? I don't remember now. UAM. YCP. Okay, yeah, YCP. YCP is done on our platforms, let's say, so on ham/yoda.com. For example, the Echo Delta 8 Yankee and the Tango Mike 4 Yankee, the recent YCPs one were announced there. That's quite easy. Okay, thanks. That's quite easy. Just send an email saying, hey, I'm interested in participating, and you will get more details. Sub-regional camps, same thing.
Same processes.
Same as summer camps, more or less.
Goes through the media and everything.
Nothing.
Forms. Yeah, it's nothing fancy.
Nothing special. TTT.
Skip that.
And Yota contest. I mean,
yeah, turn on the radio, open the X-log or whatever, and just call CQ, make some contacts, upload the log.
Upload the log.
Oh my god.
Upload the log.
And there you go.
So, break for HST, and we should be here at 10:40, 10:45 more or less.
Sounds good.
See ya.
Yep.
Okay, back from that 2 world records, right?
Yeah, 2.
Nice. Very, very impressive. So, coming back to the program, we will talk about now the sub-regional camp that was in Bonatal last year from the 2 to the 6th of October 2024. We have some DARC guests for explaining us the experience. Get it ready. Is everyone here for the presentation, or? Yeah, we can start connecting and getting ready, yeah. There are 2 mics, so if you need anyone else to explain as you were telling me.
Here goes nothing, I guess.
Come on.
I'm always very nervous if I have to do a presentation of any kind. So,
No worries.
and I didn't have a lot of time to prepare.
The meeting is almost
I'm sorry.
We're all in the same situation. Nobody's gonna judge or anything.
We have a picture.
Aha.
Interesting.
Nice.
That's the start.
We will be presenter.
No, I use the laptop.
Okay.
Just take the microphone and you're good to go.
Okay. I am very honored to talk about the Youth Sub-Regional Camp in Baunatal from October 2nd to October 6th, 2024. I had a little typo here. And I prepared a small slideshow for you, and where you can see what we did in the sub-regional camp. And let's start.
Let's go.
What was the sub-regional camp about? It took place from October 2nd to October 6th, 2024 in Baunatal, and about 20 young OMs and YLs from Germany and Hungary participated there. The program mainly consisted of various activities and workshops the youngsters did together, and I will show them to you later. And we also used the radio station, the tower. It's like a big gun consisting of multiple high-powered transceivers and directional antennas, and also a satellite station. And the main event was the so-called Maustag, or as we say it in German, the Tag der offenen Tür, or the Day of the Open Doors, where interested people and children were allowed to visit the Amateurfunk Center in Baunatal, or the DARC HQ. And without further ado, I will now start the slideshow, I guess. Yeah, I wasn't able to finish the last slides because I had only a little time, but that's not the point now. This is the Hotelstadt Baunatal, where we were accommodated overnight, where we slept, and it was pretty nice. But we spent most of the day here at the DARC HQ, where you already can see the big satellite antennas, the directional antennas for shortwave, the wire antennas. And without further ado, I will start with the Maustag. Of course, as I already said, we activated various special call signs from the HF station. For example, here Adam activated Delta Lima 4 Echo Lima Echo Fox Alpha November Tango, DL4 Elephant from the hill building. And I, and for example also Henrik, activated the satellite station here as Delta Lima 2 for Echo November Tango Echo. Also Mika, me and Henrik mainly did the satellite station, and a little fun fact, I didn't have a picture of this, but I had also my little satellite station prepared at the parking lot, and so we made QSOs over 70,000 kilometers, 35 to the satellite and 35 from the satellite, for a distance of only like 30 meters. third special call sign we activated was Delta Lima 2 for Mike Alpha Uniform Sierra from with the Kenwood TS 590 and 1 kilowatt amplifier and using the beam on the roof of the tower. At the Maustak we also offered soldering activities for the children first and later for the youngsters. They soldered the remaining soldering kits. And that was about it for the Maustak. After the Maustak we had the intercultural evening at the Amateurfunkzentrum, where we were allowed to bring stuff from home like things or food and introduce ourselves and our home. So it was a little meet and greet, so to say. For the meet and greet we had to show where we came from, for example, here on the map. And this guy lived really close to a restaurant called CQ Flavor, and it was a pretty nice detail. What?
No, kidding.
And to give a little example what we brought, I have a picture of what I have brought. Because I am from the Ore Mountains in the eastern part of Germany, and we have a lot of Christmas traditions, I brought a so-called Schwebogen, which we place on the windows at Christmas to light the streets and lighten our hearts. And also a traditional, like, sweet bread we call a Stollen. It's a bread made of mostly curd and raisins and with tons of powdered sugar. Okay, that's about it for the Maustak, or the October 3rd, and let's come to next day. The first thing we did on the day was the balloon workshop who Mika did, and who also inspired myself a little bit to go back to the balloon business, because I wanted to do balloons before, but I gave up on it, and Mika was a really big inspiration for me to continue trying. And yeah. For that, Mika prepared some payloads and started them, and maybe Mika would like to talk about these.
Yeah, well, so first of all, like 5 minutes ago, I was asked, hey, do you want to do a presentation? And I was like, maybe. So, we reprogrammed radio songs, commercial ones, to start them again. And so altogether we did 3 launches, a Pico balloon, which never transmitted anything, and then 2 small water balloons, which burst and came back down. And those 2 worked really well, and we had a lot of fun with them. Yep. So that was the Pico balloon launch. It was quite a mess, to be honest. It was quite windy, the antenna ripped off like 2 times, so we had to go in again to resolder it, and in the end, well, it was a good experience, but it didn't do anything, and yep. We also have a video of that.
We have a video if you want, I can show you the video.
Sure.
So I have to exit the presentation really quick because I wasn't able to embed it in the presentation.
No
I'm so very sorry in advance, I only have the videos in portrait mode because, well, I filmed them with my phone. And this is where we just launched the Whisper balloon. I also have a launch video of the final balloon, which I can show you later. Hopefully without my commentary because, to be honest, it's a little bit cringe. Yeah, there it goes.
Well, at first we thought like, oh, that's gonna hit the antenna, and then it turned around, and then we thought, oh, it's gonna hit the houses, and we think it went up in the end, but yeah.
The Grim is trolling me again. Help. So. Here. Found it. Ah, yeah, that's the right picture.
Alright, so yeah, that was Leon launching, I think it was the second or the third balloon. It's a small latex balloon with a reprogrammed radio sonde just transmitting its position. And so really small overall, but in the end, with the first balloon, we went to like 14,990 meters, and then we thought, man, we gotta hit 15 kilometers, and we launched the second one. So Leon bought some new helium, and we put up another one. So yeah, that was.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is in Germany allowed to do this without the NOTAM updates?
Well, it's. It kind of depends on who you ask. So, like, for example, I asked someone here from Baden-Württemberg, and they said, well, it's okay. And then I asked someone in Münster, where I live, and they said it's not okay. So it's.
Okay, if you don't ask, it's legal.
Don't ask.
Better ask for free.
Yeah, ask for free. Because in Italy you have to ask
easier forgiven than asking.
at least one of the date of the launch.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's like party balloons you can launch them without like registering it, and yeah, and it's called a kids balloon, and there's no like clear definition of what that is, and so I mean we were kids basically, and so we thought, why not?
No, you're right, because in Italy, people that do this without requiring the authorization and publish on internet, Facebook, Instagram, then Luftwaffe.
No, well, I know many people that have done those without registration, and I've never heard anything about problems with that.
At least for something German is easier than others.
Alright, let's continue. Leon here offered his help to be the human CW decoder, because the balloon, this one transmitted its data in CW and telegraphy and 4FSK. And Leon offered his help to manually decode the data that the balloon transmitted over CW. And I can really remember him being very triggered when somebody around us transmitted on 70 centimeters because, well, it jammed away the balloon.
One quick notice. We figured out there's no minus sign in CW. So the temperature was like an absolute value. We were wondering, why is it getting warmer? Why is it getting warmer? For some reason, there's like the graph splits in half, where like just keeps getting warmer at some point. There's no minus sign in CW.
That was what we were doing in the meantime at the RCHQ, and in the meantime some other guys drove away to a tower nearby, the so-called Bismarck-Turm or Bismarck Tower, and did a little portable activation. They did a little portable activation QRP on shortwave, but because of a geomagnetic storm the day before, conditions were rather bad, and they were only doing QRP. And the other thing they were trying from the tower was a link in Hemnet between the tower and the DARCHQ with a little SIP telephone. But due to foliage between the tower and the DARCHQ, it really didn't work at all because of the trees. And that was what they were using on the tower. And this was the station we used at the HQ. You can see it's just a little grid dish for, I guess, 5 gigahertz. I to guess because they also sell these dishes for 2.4 gigahertz as far as I know. Okay, at the evening we did, Leon and Mika did a little evaluation of the flight with various parameters like the altitude and the temperature, and as Leon already stated, the temperature didn't really work because there was no way for the CW to express a negative temperature. So if there was a minus, it did a little break and then transmitted like it is a positive temperature. Like, for example, minus 20 C became little break plus 20 C. After the evaluation, Niels offered a little workshop about FPGAs, and it was very interesting. The next day, Johanna offered a little workshop about programming basic ham radio software in Python. And Harald, the Delta Lima 2 Sierra Alpha X-ray, did some workshops about contesting and using various propagation and cluster tools to assist during regular ham radio operation and contesting in special. During lunchtime, Garrett, Delta Hotel 8 Golf Hotel Hotel, showed us around the QSL card sorting facility of the DARC, where he showed how a QSL card travels when it arrives. At the beginning it gets scanned in this apparatus here. Then it travels along this huge machinery here, where you can see various boxes and cases. So there are stacks of QSL cards in all of these in regular operation. And these stacks get sorted into boxes which are marked with the corresponding DOKs or like club identifiers. For example, everything starting with Yankee goes to District Brandenburg, or for example, everything marked with Sierra goes to Saxony. For example, Sierra 48, which is the club I'm in. After that, Mika decided to do a little redemption run for the balloon, so it was the first launch. Oh, I see him. Wait a sec. Okay, I got the problem sorted. Let's continue. Yeah, Mika did a little redemption run, reprogrammed another weather probe to transmit CW and 4FSK, Horus FSK, and we filled the balloon inside, tied the sun to the balloon, and then launched it. And I also have a video of this launch, and I will show it to you right now. About to launch, and there it goes. And this balloon managed to break the 15-kilometer mark, which caused a huge rush of euphoria in the dinner room, because we watched the entire thing on a huge digital blackboard with a site I and some guys reprogrammed. For tracking we use a site called Sontapt, and we programmed in custom icons for the balloon, which shows the TV mascot, the so-called ente, or in English, simply duck, which you can hopefully see on this slide. So for example, it looked like this, and it flew from Baunatal to a little bit south of the city of Würzburg, which is about 200 kilometers as the crow flies, and had a maximum altitude of about 15.5 kilometers. In the background, I had a little CW receiver and decoder running on my laptop with the SDR, and as you can see, I caught it live breaking the 15-kilometer mark, which made me very happy at least.
And it quacks. Quack. It quacks.
Quack.
Yeah, it quacks, yeah. Very nice.
Which is like the description of the sound a duck makes in German.
Yeah.
After that, Alex offered a little presentation about the basic design of CubeSat satellites. And at the end, Garrett did a little workshop about the basics of Hemnet, and Bernard the basics of Arden, spelled R-E-E-D-N. Just before the balloon launch, we did a little group photo, like this. You might have already seen it. And for the fun of it, we decided to put it on the big blackboard and add all the call signs of the guys who were there. And yeah, there might be some familiar faces to you, right here. And Sunday was October 6th was pretty uneventful because we just did like the cleanup of the club rooms. Okay, that's about it from my part, and many thanks for your attention. Do you have any questions regarding the sub-regional camp in Baunatal? No? Alright, then many thanks for your attention. I'm very sorry, I was pretty nervous to do the presentation. I tried my best.
Thanks, Mika, also for the presentation. It was great. So, next up.
Yes.
Thanks, necessary. Okay, yeah, we're good. Next up, we will go for the Echo Delta 8 Yankee. Shanky, sorry. Shanky. If it loads. Hola. Come on. Aha, nice. So let's go easy mode, and we will have a sum up video on the experiences of the participants from the YCP. Shouldn't be too long, but you will have some fun. I hope this has some sound. Let's no. Let's figure out, because sound should be interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, should be. Should be.
Device output in the speaker. No device output.
Yep. Very nice.
CQ contest. Echo Delta 8 Shanky. Echo Delta 8 Shanky contest. Yankee Tango 1. Yankee Uniform 1 Alpha.
How much did you sleep?
Yes.
5 hours and a half in 3 days?
Well, I actually like to sleep quite a lot, so each spare moment I spend sleeping. I don't know, yeah, enough hours, let's say. 6 hours a night. There was a lot of operator, so.
What is the worst band you've worked?
On Sunday at 11 a.m., 40 meters.
160 meters.
What worst? Not a good question for me because I work only 15 meters.
The worst band, I have a shift on a 20, 40 and a 15. I think the 40 was the worst because of the clutters and amount of signal and stations at the same time.
QRP or QRO?
QRO, definitely. I love both. During contesting, I prefer QRO, but I also love Porter, so that is QRP.
QRO.
QRO.
QRO, definitely. Absolutely. QRP is for the list.
Shots fired.
The best band you've worked
During this one?
during this contest?
10 meter, but 40 meter was also good.
10 meters.
Obviously 10 meters. 10 meters. Oof. Difficult. Probably 10 meters.
What's your strategy to earn as many points as possible when propagation conditions are low?
Maybe try the second VFO or turn the amplifier up.
Calling until they don't respond me.
I think the searching and pausing around the bands and that's it.
Daro, what is the only right way to tune an amplifier?
With a hammer.
A single or multi-operator?
To be honest, I've experienced. I like multi-op with the conviviality and the people, but single op makes it maybe a bit more competitive. Multi-operator is more fun, obviously.
I prefer multi-operator.
Do you prefer VHF or UHF or HF contests?
I prefer HF contests.
Absolutely. It's more entertaining than any others. Haven't tested yet VHF, UHF, so for the moment HF contest.
Remote operation? If yes, how often?
I used to be very active in remotes using remoteamradio.com, but unfortunately I'm 25 years old. Never.
I don't usually do remote operation. I have tried it at home, but I'm not really keen on it. I don't like it a lot, but it's nice.
What was your favorite thing about Las Palmas?
My favorite thing was the contest.
Company with friends and everything, but also the sun on the beach. That's absolutely amazing. The company. I think this whole activity here and yeah, going to the beach and the free time.
How many times did you ring the bell?
Not too many times. Well, a little bit more. Okay. I thought I have to perfect my abilities to do this. But yeah, a few more.
A lot of them. I cannot
Oh, so many things.
I cannot count, but they were a lot.
Are you experienced in contesting or is it your first time?
No, I'm quite experienced. I did some contests from my home club station.
No, quite experienced.
It's my second time in the history of the contest. But the first one was the last year with Tango Mike for Yankee.
How much tortilla do you eat?
I didn't eat that much, but at least once a day I ate tortilla.
Single operator, 2 tortillas.
Eating 3 times per day. Have you ever considered advanced operating methods, as example, single operator 2 VFOs or single operator 2 radios?
I think I've done SO2R once, but it's mostly traditional operations. It's on the way. We're getting there with SO2V, but I hope I can upgrade SO2R pretty soon. I've tried SO2R at my club,
when the band is dead, it's a nice method to make some points.
Have you ever used automated functions to run contests before? If yes, which ones?
Yeah, I used voice keyer and all of that stuff.
Yes, 58 mode, no. No, 58.
Okay, I tried with most voice keyers. It's an easy way to not to be a phonic than any other one.
With big guns facing a lack of operators and motivated youth willing to run contests in these locations, how can we possibly facilitate the communication between them?
I think it's really important for us more experienced youngsters to go around and search for youth-friendly contest stations so that we can offer them a safe environment to develop and make good experiences. It's very important not to scare out first-time contesters with these contest stations.
Yeah, I think we need to go back to the basics and make sure we have like enough points of contacts between these big gun stations and the young people.
We can use the youth communities Discord and all the groups we have just to get as much
How long can you last during a night shift?
Well, as much as it's needed. I usually can easily do 6 to 8 hours, but sometimes it's good to, if you work multi, it's good to have somebody around just to jump in so you can go to the toilet, honestly.
Oh, no, not that much lately. I don't have too much patience to just stay overnight.
Well, it depends on my motivation, but let's say, what is the
Running or punching?
running?
Running.
Mostly running, I think.
Both of them, because it depends on what you have, because it can work in different ways.
Do you prefer SSB, CW, or digital modes?
Well, I don't know CW, so I prefer SSB.
CW all the way.
I prefer SSB, but I practice a lot of digital modes. I try to combine both, but in my location, my PPH, it's difficult to do SSB.
Thank you.
Okay, Amelia, I have a very important question for you. It's a very important matter, alright?
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Entertainer?
Come on, stop. Okay.
I gotta admit, this is a surprise for me the first time I see it.
So, hola. Oh, yeah. So we thought that this way was better to show up more or less the experiences of how YCP runs, and also the sub-regional ones, just for you to see an oversight of more or less which activities we run over there. And now, next up, we will have Luba running a presentation on the update on worldwide young contesters. There we go.
So, I don't really have a presentation because this revival of this program is pretty new and fresh. So for you that don't know, Worldwide Young Contesters was created in 1999 by a few youngsters at that time. They all have more kids. With the goal of making meetings and connecting between young contesters in the world before YOTA program and everything. So for the last few years I was talking with a few people, and we saw that this should be revived. Why? YOTA program is nice, but it's mainly aimed to newcomers to the hobby and younger people. So after you turn 26, you pretty much, okay, if you stay in YOTA program a little bit more, but you pretty much don't have where to go and don't have like a group of people that you can meet regularly during the years. So during Istra Contest Conference, we talked with guys who founded Worldwide Young Contesters, and they approved us to revive the program, and they will help us. So yeah, after what I wanted to say, yeah. So also, this one YOTA program is, let's say, aimed also to beginners, and like some advanced topics are not available at the camps and other activities. That is normal because it's that kind of a program. So we are aiming this organization to provide more information and introduction to contesting, HST, and the expeditions. So some of the events we are planning, we're trying to make a meeting until the end of the year, just to meet between each other, to get to know each other. Because we know each other from contests and we know call signs, but we mostly don't know people in person, like younger guys. For example, Robert, I met him at YCP and I heard him and we were fighting in RTTY for 3 years, you know. Also some other stuff that we want to make, for example, to make you do the contests is frequent contester program. We'll try to collect some sponsors to sponsor some equipment for the most active ones. And a few other stuff, I guess. We still need to figure it out and to make social networks and everything. So I didn't really prepare anything because it's fresh idea, and with Mario, thanks to Mario and IRU for sponsoring the stand at Friedrichshafen, so we can talk to people and get new ideas so we can implement it until the next of the year. So yeah, if you want to join, I guess, there is no. So there is a website, www.yc.net. You can join there, like the club is not an official entity, but you can join, and you'll see there is almost 1,000 people. So, and you will see some familiar faces on the on the list. So yeah, you can join, and also you'll get, I guess, information through social media. We will make it really soon and make it public and announce everything. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Liva. So you know already where the WWYC booth is, between Ure and Embras on that zone. So just pay them a visit. And regarding... okay.
You're holding the microphone.
Yeah. We have finished the presentations for today. We have some ice-breaking questions. So we'll do groups of chairs, okay? I will do, Amelia will give more details.
So, we were thinking to make this a little bit more interactive, and since there are few new faces that we have never seen before, it would be nice if we can split into small groups. I don't know if you prefer to rearrange the chairs or if you prefer standing. You can choose, you're free to do whatever you want. And how many are we, more or less? I don't know, just make groups about 5, 6 people, something like that. And let's see what comes out. And then I'll give you a few questions to topics to discuss about, regarding American radio, of course. If you want to talk about something else, please tell me, because I don't have any other ideas except for that. And we'll just give you a little time to talk, get to know each other, and that's it. And so we pass this last half hour together. So, standing, or do you prefer sitting on chairs? Standing?
Standing's good.
Standing, okay. We do some activity, some physical exercise.
Young and everything.
Yeah. I mean, we're young, no?
Ish.
Young.
Oh my god. Ish.
Well, well, we are younger than most of you.
We're bringing the median down.
Yeah.
Median down.
We're bringing it down, that's for sure.
Okay. So just random groups, and then I'll make you turn mix them, so you won't be in the same group for half an hour. Don't worry. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah. So, but do the streams hear me from the microphone? Okay. So, thank you for everybody that watched our stream. Sorry for my voice. And I hope you enjoyed our international youth meeting for 2025. And please follow also us during the flag ceremony this afternoon. And see you next time. Ciao, ciao.